Hi there, welcome back. And if you haven't been here before, I'm so excited that you are here. Today's workout is going to be on the motor, and the focus is going to be on our oblique sling system. Heidi, what the heck is that? Well, it basically means we are going to be working your stability core. We're going to be working opposite arm from leg movement, all in terms of strengthening your stability core and also working in fall prevention as well as challenging your balance. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. Stick with me because you're in for a real challenge and a real treat. Are you ready? Let's get started. So, as I mentioned in the intro, we're going to be strengthening that stability core. The stronger that core is, the better work we have from our mobility core. When we're walking, we walk opposite arm from leg, right? That is working your oblique sling systems, believe it or not. So, a lot of the stuff that we do today is going to carry into your everyday life. So, I must say, before we really get started, this workout, this whole session was inspired by some motor play that I did with my friends recently, Miss B and Miss Erica. You know who you are. So I'm giving them lots of credit because they inspired this very much so. So let's get started kneeling, facing the motor. I'm going to just place my hands on the motor like so in an all fours position. I want to start by warming up the wrist. So we're going to externally rotate our shoulders to point our fingertips towards our thighs. And from here, you're just going to rock back, feeling a nice stretch on the back of that forearm, and then rock forward. And we're just going to do that a couple of times. Yes, just leaning back, working into those wrists a little bit, getting some mobility there, and a return. Let's just do one more, pressing it back. So we're going to very much be weight bearing on our wrists and hands. Yeah, it's going to test your mobility on those wrists for sure. And then coming back, we're going to pause there. I'm going to have you come up and you are going to point the fingers down, take the thumb with you, and we're just going to take the opposite hand and just stretch the front of that forearm. Yeah, so getting a nice little release there. And then same thing on the other side. So I'm using my thumb as well. I'm keeping my arm straight and just drawing the fingertips down, just getting a nice stretch here. Just make sure while you're at it, you're not up here, right? Relax. Good. Very nice. Let's get started. So, coming onto all fours position here, you want to really imagine for a moment that you're thinking of drawing your knees towards your hands and you're drawing your hands towards your knees. So you're creating this nice connection to the transverse abdominis, that stability core. Yes. So the muscles that really help with your posture and alignment. Now we're going to hold that for a moment. And I want you to send one leg straight back without any transfer, right? So we don't want to see too much of a visual weight transfer. You're going to hold and you're going to send the opposite arm straight out in front of you, holding that position. Yes, already getting into it. Opposite arm from leg. We're going to take the toe down and take the pinky down. And then we're going to exhale, lift it up. Inhale, take it down. And exhale up. Again, inhale and exhale. Let's do a few more, just like that. Pushing down into that supporting hand and knee. So we're working the cross slings of the body. They're like two seat belts crossing across the body from the shoulder to the hip. Yes. Hold right there. Little pulse up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Whew, what we do to one side, we do to the other. That's the theme of the day. From here, we're going to shoot that opposite leg back, being very mindful you're not letting that pelvis go. Pull it up, hold it here, send that opposite arm forward, pushing down into the knee and pushing down into that hand. We're going to take the limbs down towards the floor and then lift up. Inhale, lower. exhale, lift. So just warming up those sling systems. Inhale, exhale. A couple more. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Hold it up. Tiny pulses here for 8, 7, 6. Think reaching out in opposition like someone's pulling your heel and your hand. Last 2 and 1, and bring it down. Very nice. Right here, going into cat cow. Yeah, just a quick warm up here. We're going to round the spine, scoop the belly, curl from that low back, allowing the head to respond. And then as you inhale, lead with the pelvis, tipping the pelvis forward, and then lifting the heart, drawing the shoulders down. And again, exhale, curl, rounding the spine, hollowing out there, pushing that motor away with those hands. And then inhale, lengthen. Let's do one more just like that, friends. Exhale, curl. Getting that spine moving here because it's going to be pretty stable most of the session. And then inhale, lengthen. Come back to center and pause there. Very nice. So we're going to take a moment. We're going to transition. I want you to make sure that you have one button pushed in on each side. So that gives you a weight of 6 pounds. However, if you want to go a little bit lighter for our next series, you are welcome to keep the buttons pushed out. Yes. So take a moment. You're going to lay down onto your back. Okay, friends, so coming down onto your back here, laying with your head towards the top of the motor, you are going to go ahead and take one foot into the strap. Now, I want you to be aware that today, the whole time, never, ever are you going to have this both arms in, both legs in, or same arm as leg. We're always going to be working opposites. Yes? So we're here. I'm going to take my elbow into my rib cage, squeezing the arm nice and tight. My opposite hand is just down on the floor to help with my support system here. And from this position, keeping everything nice and square and using that inner thigh of my supporting leg, I'm going to bring my opposite leg to tabletop position. Yeah, so we're holding here. We're thinking of keeping a nice neutral spine here. Core is active and engaged. From here, I'm going to extend both my arm and my leg straight out, and then I drag it back in. So exhale as you press. Inhale as you bend. We're just going to do about 6 because we have both sides to do. Bring it in. Last 3, press and bring it in. Last 2, press, bring it in. One more like that. Bring it in. Now we're going to add on to this, adding a chest lift. You're going to push the limbs away, extend, and bring it back. Exhale, rise up, looking right up over that knee, and return. And last 3, take it back. Final 2, and back. One more. You're going to hold right here. Keep the leg there. Lower the body, bend the elbow. And then let's reverse it. So the knee comes in. We lift the chest. We push away and we lower. You should feel your tricep here, and you should have a good amount of weight on the foot that it's supporting your pelvic placement, supporting your core, supporting that leg. 2 more. Take it back. Last 1. Take it back. Bend the knee. Pause right there. Now, send the arm and leg straight up to the sky, or send it wherever your hamstring allows you to. Now, here's the beautiful part about the motor. Look at that range of motion we can get with the arm, right? I love it. So we're here. Both limbs doing the same thing, working together. We're going to lower them in the space and bring them back up. Let that arm come all the way by the ear without letting the ribs go. We're trying to anchor down, connect to that center, yes? Reaching away and bringing it up. 3 more. We reach and allowing yourself to get a nice hamstring stretch here at the top. Last 2. And we reach. One more, just like that. And we reach. Beautiful. Now, from here, we're going to take this side a little bit different. Or not this side, but this variation. I'm going to have you lower the leg in the space here. Now, when you lift the leg, we're going to spiral the body, taking the arm across the midline and then lower it back down. So we exhale, cross over that midline and take it back. Again, we reach and we return. Two more. Exhale. Inhale, getting that oblique there. Last one. Take it back. Yes, friends, take a moment. Relax right there. We're going to switch sides. So we're going to come out. There's no like graceful way of doing this. There's a safe way, right? Keep the foot on the floor and slide the strap under like so. I feel like that's more work. I'd rather just lift my foot, but that's just me. So we're here. We're going to find our alignment here. You're going to bring the opposite elbow into the rib cage, opposite foot up, tabletop. Here we go. Extend and bend. We reach and we return. Squeezing that elbow into the side body, watching that so your supporting leg is not falling away from that center. Let's do a couple more. We reach. We bring it back. Last one there. We reach, bring it back. And from here, we're going to start with that chest lift and return. Exhale, pushing through the heel, reaching through the fingers, and return. And again, we reach. We bring it back. Couple more. We reach. We bring it back. Here we go. Last time we reach, we hold. Keep the leg there. Just bend the elbow, lower the body. And then working in opposition, lift the chest, draw the knee in. And we lower. Exhale. Inhale back. A few more here. Take it back. Last two. I'm pretty light on my hand for the most part. I'm not gripping for dear life. Take it back. Hold. Now take the limbs up to the sky. Tailbone is heavy. Careful that you're not here, right? Pelvis is neutral. Now let's take that arm, reach it back. Full range of motion here. All together, both limbs reaching down in the space and bringing them up. Reach that arm all the way back. Again, reach and take it back. A few more. We reach and we return. Last two. And we return. One more like that. Keep the leg there. Shoot that arm up by your ear. Let's add that lift with the rotation. The leg comes up. We reach across the midline and we unwind. Exhale, we reach across. Inhale, we take it back, friends. Last four, we reach and back. Final three. Make sure that leg comes straight up. Don't let the leg cross the midline. Straight up. Your arm is crossing the midline. One more here, friends. Up and over. We take it back and relax. Great job, you guys. Take a moment. You know what? I totally lied. This is the only time we have both hands in the strap. So you're here. You're going to take both arms out to a T position. I totally lied to you guys. So we're here. Arms in a T. We want to make sure they're directly in line with the shoulders. There's probably a slight bit of tension on the arms. We're going to take both arms. We're going to draw them into our side body. We're going to lift the head, neck, and chest. Hold it here. Stay lifted. Float your arms up overhead. Release the spine all the way back. We're going to circle the arms around and do it again. Two more times. Exhale. Inhale, keeping the chest high. And bring it all the way back. Again, exhale. Arms float up by the ears first, then you return it back down. Come back to your T. We're going to reverse it, friends. So we release the arms overhead, ribs draw down. Let the arms pass by the eyeballs. Lift the head, neck, and chest. We're going to float the arms open and then return the body down. Arms come up. They come forward as you lift the chest. Arms circle around. So we're just circumducting the shoulders and their sockets. Just a nice feel good movement. Last time, lifting up, arms circle around. We open and relax. Nice. Take a moment. We're going to come up onto our knees. All right, friends. Here is where your balance, if it wasn't challenged in that supine position, it's definitely going to be challenged here. So I lightened the load. I popped those two buttons out. So now I'm on a level of 3 pounds. So it's up to you. You can keep it heavier or you can make it a little lighter. Totally up to you. So what we're going to do, we're going to take one foot into the strap. Yes, sticking with our theme. Then from here, I'm going to grab the opposite strap. I'm going to choke up on it just underneath the D-ring. And then I'm going to grab right next to the green centerpiece. I'm going to slide my supporting knee back so it's underneath my hip. And I'm going to take my opposite leg that is strapped basically in line. So we're here. Again, we're in a neutral spine. I'm hoping I'm pretty neutral here. Pushing out of my hands, shoulder blades are wide. I'm going to take it into a nice little hip extension, pushing the heel away and dragging the knee back. Yes. Again, pressing back and bringing it in. Now, this is the easy part, friends. But notice if your motor arm is rocking side to side, because if it is, it means that you're in balance. So try to keep it centered. 2 more here. Get ready. We're going to hold this next one. Press it back. Hold that position. You're going to hate me. Now, that hand, the opposite hand, you're going to hold. Holy cow, I'm already shaking. I'm going to take my arm up by my ear and bring it back down. Woo! Again, arm up by the ear. Take it back down. 2 more, arm by the ear. Take it down. Last one, and we bring it up. Hold. Put it together, friends. We take the foot and arm down, and we lift it up. Holy guacamole. Down. Do you like guacamole? I love it. So good. But it needs chile in it. Nice and spicy. And lift. 2 more. And we lift. Last one. Oh my goodness. Hold right here. Hold it. Challenge yourself. Can you open and close? Bring it back. Just 2 of those. Open and close. Bring it back. Oh my gosh. 1 more. I'm going to fall. And bring it in. OMG. Take a moment here. We're going to switch it up. Yes. So taking the opposite knee onto the motor. We're going to take that foot in. You don't really need a lot of resistance, right? We're working on balance mostly, right? Stabilizing the shoulders, the center body, all the things. So we're here. Knee is underneath the hip. We're as squared off as possible between our pelvis and our shoulders. Right here, going into our hip extension, setting up our shoulder stability here. Pushing away, bringing it back in. Exhale. Inhale. This will give us an opportunity to compare sides too. One side might feel a little easier to balance on, right? Let's do 2 more. I tend to chat and forget to count. Last one. If you've been with me before, you're used to it. Hold right here. Now, we're going to balance. We're going to take that opposite arm straight out in front of us and bring it back. Again, exhale. Inhale. Finding that support. We reach. We bring it back. 2 more. We reach. We bring it back. 1 more here. We reach, hold, adding the leg. We go down and we lift up. So again, it's like someone is pulling you from your heel and pulling you from your hand in opposition, keeping the center body as quiet as possible. 2 more, friends. Lift. Thank you, Erica Quest, for this inspiration. Hold right here. We're going to open and close and bring it back. Oh my gosh. Open and close. Bring it back. 1 more. Struggle is real. Open and close. Bring it back and bring it in. Woo! Yes. Relax right there. Very, very nice. So that was your balance in a kneeling position. Now we are going to have a seat. Now, if you have a tender tushy, I want you to take a moment and grab like a little mat or a little towel that you can place under your tailbone. Okay, so my tailbone isn't typically that sensitive, but because of the shape of the motor, it can kind of wreak havoc on your tailbone, especially if you're really balancing on top of it. So I'm just going to use my mini mat by Balanced Body. You can get it at the same place you got your motor, right? By Balanced Body. So I'm just going to place the mini mat on. No, I am not endorsed by Balanced Body. I love their equipment, love their stuff. So you're going to have a seat towards the back end of your motor, actually the front, it's going to be behind you, towards the arm. And then I actually pushed back in my buttons on each side. So I'm at a level of 6 pounds. So just one button pressed in on each side. I'm going to take one foot into the strap, and then I'm going to take the opposite hand into the other strap. So I'm here, I'm balancing out my body here. I'm going to think of this elbow being bent by my rib cage. I'm going to sit as tall as I can. From here, we're going to work into our hip flexors here and work into the front of the shoulder now. All I'm going to do is slide the heel across the floor and slide my arm straight out in front of me. So I'm presenting the arm, yes? And then drag everything back in. So this is the easy part. I'm just setting you up, right? Again, reaching away. I bet you know what's coming, and bringing it back. Let's do one more, just like that. Try to maintain your posture as you extend the arm and leg and bring it back. Now, here's the fun part. You ready? We're going to extend. Then from here, using that psoas, we're going to lift. We're going to lower and then bring it back. Holy cow. Yes, that's going to be my term today. So I reach through, I extend through the limbs. I'm going to lift up. Hello, inner thigh. It's working. It's activating my low back. That multifidus is really working to keep me tall. And then I'm dragging everything back in, right? That core, that powerhouse, your stability core. Yes. Again, reaching through. We lift. We lower. We bring it down. Two more, just like that. We reach and lift, lower, bring it down. Having a strong hip flexor is really important, right? But we also want to have pretty flexible hip flexors as well. It's always a balance. Up, down, and bring it back. Okay. Might I dare say that was the easy part. Here we go. We're going to add to this. Now, we're going to reach it out. We're going to lift it up. Now, we're going to open. We're going to close and bring it down and bring it back. I almost flubbed that one. Let's do it again. Yeah. Crash and burn, always the first one. We reach. We lift. Now I'm thinking my left inner thigh is helping me. I'm anchoring into my right sits bone, pulling it back, bring it down, and draw it in. So actually, by the arm reaching in opposition, it's helping me with my balance. Yes. I lift, I open, whoo, I close, bring it down, bring it in. Last one. Yes. I reach, I lift, open, close, lower, bring it back, and relax. Oh man. Okay, other side. So I'm just gonna take my strap into my other foot, strap into my other hand. We're here, we're sitting tall, finding that posture. Now, I might have been doing this the whole time, but we'll see. I tend to flare my ribs forward. So let's pull the ribs back, stack ourselves tall on those sits bones here. Feel those bones kind of wrap around the motor, if you will. Yes. Let's start with just our extension, reaching through the elbow and through the knee, and then bring it back. Again, just reaching it out, feeling that length through both limbs, and drag it in. And strong wrist here, right? As I reach, I'm thinking of that length through the fingertips and bring it back. Let's add on, yes? We reach. We're gonna lift. Ooh, and lower and bring it back. So pretty interesting comparison to each side. We reach, we lift, we lower, we bring it back. 3 more, just like that. We reach, we lift, we lower, and back. Final 2, growing tall, especially as that leg rises. We lift, we bring it back, and we bend. Last one here, and we reach, we lift, we lower, we bring it back. Let's add our horizontal abduction here. Yes, so reaching the limbs away from the midline. We are going to reach, we lift, we're going to open, we're going to close. Ooh, we were bringing it down and bend. I feel I can go a little further on this side. And we're going to reach. It's all about exploring. We lift, we open, staying tall, we close, we bring it down, and we bend. Good. A few more. Here we go. We reach, we lift, we open, we close. Wow, this side's a lot easier. And bring it back. 2 more. We reach, we lift, we open, stay tall, close, lower down. Last one for good measure. We might be doing more on this side, maybe because it feels good to me. And lift, we open, we close, bring it down, and bend. Relax right there. Very nice, you guys. Good. Give yourself a moment. I promise it's the only sitting position. I know it's not the most comfortable. Now, take a moment. I want you to remove your motor arm off the motor. We're going to get rid of the body and just use the arm for your last, did you hear me? Your last working exercise. Okay? All right, so now you're going to come down on to your tummy, and we're going to be working that posterior chain now. Yes. So you are going to have one foot in the strap, right? Sticking to our theme. I'm going to hold right up next to that centerpiece again. My elbow is going to be slightly bent, and then I'm going to go ahead and take this strap again, and I'm going to hold right underneath the D-ring. Now, in case I didn't tell you, I did pop out both buttons, so I'm at a level 3 pounds again. Yes? So I'm going to take this arm, bring it out to a side position here. I'm going to lower my body down. So I'm going to be in just like a slight lift. So energy in the upper back, right? So thinking of the energy line, reaching out through the crown of the head, I'm going to press my pubic bone into the floor here. From that position, I am going to draw my arm up away from the floor, engaging my upper back here, engaging the back of the shoulder. From here, as I draw my arm down by my side, I'm going to reach through the back of that thigh. And then as I lower the leg, I bring the arm back. Yes? Again, so I draw the arm down, I lift the leg up. So I'm using that right inner thigh and really using the lat and the serratus on my left side. Yes? So working into that posterior oblique sling, friends, and bringing it back. One more, just like that. Bringing it back. Hold right here. Hold it. We're going to open the arm, open the leg, and then close. Just a couple more like that. Open, because we have 2 sides. We're going to do it on the other side. One more. We open and we close. We lower the leg and lower the arm. Woo! Interesting, huh? Something a little different. So we're going to go ahead and change sides. There's no fancy way of doing it, right? So again, I'm just going to bend my knee, put that strap on my foot, take the opposite strap in hand, lock my shoulder into place, find that energy line up through the crown of my head, press my pubic bone down. Here we go, friends. I'm going to lift my arm. As I draw my arm down, I lift the leg. And I return. And again, arm draws down, leg extends. and I return. So as I'm doing this, I'm trying to keep both sides of my pelvis pretty even on the floor without losing it. One more here, and I lift. Now hold right here. My focus hasn't changed. I'm going to open and then close. Squeeze the arm all the way into the side body. Again, open. I'm thinking of bringing my pinky into my hip and squeezing my leg right under that midline. Last two. And I squeeze, keeping the energy up through the top of the head. Last one. And pull and squeeze. Keep the leg there. Just lower it. Lower the arm. Whoo! And relax. Nice, you guys. Take a moment. Take your foot out of the strap. Press back very carefully, bracing your center, coming back into a nice little child's pose here. Very good. Take a moment. We're going to roll ourselves up. Restacking that spine. From here, let's come on to all fours. We're going to start and end this way. Why not? Yes? From here. If you want a little more stretch afterwards, you're welcome to do that after the video's over. Or I have a couple of stretch routines you can do. Click that little link up there and you can have at it after this video. Yes? Come on to all fours. Cat cow to finish. Exhale, we're going to round the spine, scoop the belly. Inhale, lengthen, let it go. Two more. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. One more. We curl. We lengthen. Find your neutral and relax. Very good. You are done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please like and subscribe and comment below for more videos like this. And I hope to see you next time. Share the love, and I'll see you again soon.